Today, it looks like LiquidHuK is going to be taking on NosLoki, a Protoss versus Zerg on Scrap Station. And this is another game that, or another map rather, that I have not seen many games played on recently. So, going to be a little shout out to the past. And of course, everybody knows that this map has huge ramps. These are so big. Oh man, these ramps are just So, and also, there's an expansion right here with these rocks that they put in very nicely, so you can't just get run by. But basically, what this means is, if you want to defend your ramp, you can do this to put some buildings down. But a lot of people either defend here or just mass units like here-ish, or yeah, here is like pretty good. Just gotta watch the rocks. But it's pretty crazy, to say the least. Looks like these guys know each other a bit because Huck is giving NosLoki a little grammar lesson in English, so very nice of him. And Huck does not want him to be a fan because apparently fans always stream cheat. So NosLoki is going to say, is he a fan or not? I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. He says, but you, witty response, many times defeated me. Oh, sounds like they may be enemies after all. So I am not your fan. Okay, good. So Huck is happy because he is not his fan, which means he is not stream hacking, or at least not as with. Oh, yes, and Huck says good, thank you. So now that we have all these pleasantries out of the way, please don't be my fan. I am not good. All right. So we can get back to the game. Looks like Huck is going to be getting his gateway and then an assimilator. Pretty standard. Nice placement on this pylon as well. A nice placement on this gateway, making this incredibly wide ramp just wide. Not incredibly wide, but just wide. This is normal, and this is small. Okay, just in case you guys didn't know what measurements I was using. Now it looks like NosLoki going to be going ahead and getting his extractor first, followed by a spawning pool. Going to be doing a little one basey thing for a little bit. No fast expanding on this map, and why would you? Because there are probes that will steal your minerals and then flaunt them around your base. Look at this brazen probe. He's like, I just stole 5 minerals from your expansion, and I just want to show you guys. Ha 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 ha. But anywho, looks like there is a queen being started right away, as well as speed. Are these drones going to be taking off gas? It looks like they are, in fact, going to be, well, maybe all but one. Interesting. There we go. Okay. And apparently he doesn't play random because Huck is like, why are you playing random? And he's like, well, because I thought it'd be fun. It'd throw you off a little bit, Huck. Just let me do what I do, you know. Anyway, so, because it's funny. Okay. I think he means fun. Yep, there we go. Okay, Huck helping him out again. So, let's see what they're doing. Huck does have a fairly fast assimilator, so I'm assuming, and chrono boosting out warp gate, so he looks like he is going to be a bit aggressive here. And what is he going to be doing? He's going to be getting a zealot first to block the ramp, or block this choke, which, look at this, it takes 3 buildings, 2 fairly big buildings, and a pylon, and a zealot just to wall a ramp. That is crazy sauce. But anyway, it looks like he's going to be going for a lot of sentries, and I've seen Huck and I've seen MC and such peoples really love the sentries, so we're going to have to see how it works out for them. And Huck is actually one of those guys who I've actually seen do like sentry plays where he gets like 1 or 2 zealots and up to like 8 or 9 sentries and does a push and has like only it's crazy, like it's almost entirely sentry. And sentries aren't known for their damage. I mean, you can see they do 5 damage, right? Less than a marine. So I don't really know if that's good, but Huck makes it work, so whatever. It's because of the force fields. If the Marines had force field ability, then we could talk. Yeah, that would be OP, right? Yeah. It looks like, 1 force field going down. Is he going to be able to save his sentry? 1 sentry does go down, so these Zerglings totally paying for themselves. And it looks like this one Zergling may actually get up into the main, and he is, so he is going to scout absolutely everything that Huck is doing. He's going to be like, oh, Huck, look, you have more gateways. I see. Gonna be going gateway heavy, are we? And getting zapped instantly. Didn't even see a beam come out of that sentry, so super fast things. And it looks like he's gonna be going up to 5 gateways now. So Huck does get his expansion down, was not canceled, and is on 5 gateways. Meanwhile, NosLoki has his expansion down as well. His expansion's finished, though. There goes the drone transfer. Has 1 queen at his natural, 1 queen at his main, taking a second gas right now, not having any other gases. Just checking. Good. And it looks like he is still just going to be making drones and a couple more Zerglings, just because, he did lose a few Zerglings with that poke, so he needs to replenish his Zergling supply. But mainly it's going to be drones coming out for him. And it looks like Huck has his Gateway's just about finishing, so going to be able to pump out quite a few units. Nice placement on this pylon as well, able to put in defensive units if you need to, as well as aggressive units to help with your attack. And this is what I was talking about by Huck. Look at this. He has like so many sentries, a zealot, and I think that zealot is just there because, you know, like there's equal opportunity. Huck is an equal opportunity employer, and so this zealot, not even really needed, but he has to hire him anyway because, you know, otherwise he'd get sued. So yeah, looks like Huck going to have a few more sentries and another zealot back home as well. And look at this. Huck with his micro didn't even make it look except until that last thing like there was any beams at all coming out, because sentries don't actually have to hit you with their beams because they do their damage instantly before the graphic comes out. Nice little trivia tidbit there. Looks like these Zerglings are going to be like, we claim this Xel'Naga Watchtower for the Nevermind. Lollipop Guild does not get the Xel'Naga because these sentries are coming and the Zerglings are like, oh, run away, I'm trying to live, I want to live. And oh, look at this, speed is no, but they can't get in, and they all get taken out, even a force field, just to make absolutely sure. And now there are even more sentries. My goodness, that's a lot of sentries. And so we have like a couple of 4 zealots and like 500 bajillion sentries. Let's take a look at the unit tabs. Yeah, 5 zealots, 10 sentries, 39 probes versus 47 drones right now. 4 Zerglings only, 2 queens as well. So both of them going for a pretty economic opening, and pretty much whatever Huck transitions into at this point is going to be really good because he has so many sentries with so much energy on them. He's going to be able to force field the wazoo out of his opponent, and it looks like he is going to go for the road less traveled. That's right, he's going to go for this little patch right here. So he's going to kill these rocks and then kill these rocks unless the roaches kill them for him. Oh, so both of them have the same idea, and the idea is our guys have been sending complaints to our complaint department. I know there's a word for that because they have to run all the way around here and it's really annoying. So instead we're just going to make it easy for them. We're going to streamline the process a bit and just go through here. So Huck moved forward and was like, oh, he's going through as well. Okay, well, I guess I'll get some stalkers because I heard those are good against, you know, roaches. And then lots of sentries and a couple zealots, and let's move. Let's do this thing. Yeah, and this Overlord's going to be like, oh, no, there's a terrible place to go. Oh, I just drew the short straw there, and down he goes. Supply blocked as well, 103 supply versus 94 supply, but Huck does have the force field advantage. As you can see, doing some nice little force fields, but Burrow is done. And the roach is burrowing and saying, tee-hee-hee, Huck, you can't kill me. And this roach is laughing even harder because he was actually getting focused down, but he is able to heal. So good for you, roach. I'm happy for you that you're able to heal. A little jealous too, because if I got hurt, like I scraped my knee, I just like dig myself a hole and hide in it for a couple seconds and be totally good. Oh no! Oh, just totally killing one of those sentries, and he had a ton of energy too. So nice little move by NosLoki there, and now he's going to be moving up here. Look at this, taking the gold as well. So since this is the flashpoint of the map right here, they're just like, oh, gotta go back and forth, gotta go back and forth. So it looks like Loki now going to be moving all the way around over the top as well as taking this expansion. So it's going to be super-duper safe. And, oh, a couple of force fields. Just coaxing a couple of force fields out of Huck and pulling back. Nicely done. Looks like Huck, in a rage, is going to kill his own destructible rocks. Been like, whatever, man. I'm one of those destructible rocks anyway. Yeah. Jeez. Now it looks like Loki does have up a additional hatchery for macro. So he's going to be on 4 hatcheries as soon as this bad boy gets finished. And it looks like there are some. Oh my goodness, that is a lot of spine crawlers. Wow. So I think what Loki wants to do is he wants to attack. Oh, a couple of Zelts getting picked up for free. They gave their lives for ire, but it was for naught. And Huck's like, surprise! I can actually shoot you. And the Roach is like, well, I'm going to try to kill as many sentries as I can then. And it looks like he will kill a couple, not that many. Go ahead and check out the army supplies and stuff. We can see it is 58 versus 57. But as far as army supply goes, Huck is way ahead in army supply. So, yep, pretty sweet there. Now it looks like Huck is going to be moving over here just as these spine crawlers finish. Looks like he was able to focus down 1, focus down 2, and yeah, gets the 3rd one. But he is going to have to pull back right now because he is being attacked at his front right here. Good force fields going down as well. A couple of roaches being killed. But this is really smart by Loki, actually. He's like, well, okay, there's going to be 2 places that there's going to be attacking. There's going to be attacking here, and that's going to be me attacking up into Huck. And then Huck is going to try to counter down here. So I'm going to make it like so unfeasible for Huck to counter that he's going to have to just pull back. And now you can see he is reinforcing with Zerglings as well, but the Zerglings don't even care that there is an attack coming here. They're like, I don't know, I'm going over here, man. That's where all the action is. And it's really good of Loki to do this. So he is able to, oh, mutas are out as well. Loki, you little dirty dog, you. I should say dirty Norse god. But, yeah, keeping this area off limits to HuK is really, really good, and he's able to do that with just spine crawlers, and then he's able to harass/attack with these units here coming this way, as well as keep HuK in his base and bottled up, or at least make him split his forces, making it easier for forces like this to deal with, and easier for this to defend, because there will not be that many forces there. And meanwhile, a ton more Hydras coming out. +1 attack is going down as well. Looks like +1 ground weapons almost done for HuK. And it looks like Loki he's definitely on 3 bases, and it's actually like 3.5 bases because he has the gold. So, he's trying to pick off this pylon, not going to be able to get it. Oh, goodness gracious. But you can see that these mutas are doing such a good job of just keeping HuK in his base. Meanwhile, this expansion from Loki is so safe because HuK has no... well, first of all, I don't even think... Let's go to HuK's vision really quick. Nope. Doesn't even know it's there. But in addition to that, he is totally defensive right now. He's trying his best to defend against these mutas, and you can see so many mutas. There's 6 more mutas in production right now. A couple of spore crawlers going up as well. Blink being utilized by HuK to try to catch the very wily mutalisks, but they are just going to be running around doing whatever. HuK's like, I know you're going to come back here. So I am just going to sit here and wait for you. And the mutas are like, actually, joke's on you, man. I'm just going to go back home and have some lunch. So, yeah. Ooh, looks like Loki going to be taking down these destructible rocks. Could possibly be going for another expansion here. And I like how he is doing his best to expand away from HuK, even though the way the map is set up, you kind of have to expand towards your opponent. But he's like, well, this place is... Look how many... Oh, my goodness. Look at how... Oh, gee. That is so many spine crawlers. And I just realized I said, oh, my goodness, and I lost my bet again. Ugh. One of these days I'll get it. One of these days. Man. But Loki doing a good job of controlling the pace of the game. You can see here just cleaning up the main of HuK, getting a ton of probe kills. If we look at the workers killed, you can see Loki has actually killed 24 probes and not lost a single drone. So usually the other player is the one who has like, well, I need to defend. But Loki is the one who's like, you know what? I'm just going to go for the mass econ style damage. You can see there's just so many mutas right now. +2 air attacks just starting. Looks like +1 ground armor almost done right now. More stalkers on the way. So HuK is going to have +1/+1 pretty soon. And he's going to be moving up here. Has some blink stalkers just chilling, shooting at what he can. And it looks like Loki is going to pull back. So HuK's going to blink down here. 1 spine crawler is not going to be enough to stop him. Here comes Zerglings and Roaches to try to stop these blink stalkers, but the blink stalkers are going to be blinking back, losing a couple of them, but not that many. And oh, here comes the sentries and the immortals, and it looks like Loki is just going to have to sack this base. Would be nice if he actually took his drones and left. Looks like he's going to try to do that now, but there was a little bit of hesitation, and that hesitation is going to cost him about half the workers at that expansion, and also his expansion as well. Meanwhile, though, Loki's like, well, if you're attacking up there, then I know that your army isn't back at your base. So I'm just going to attack with everything I have. You can see armies running side by side before they realize it and start turning to attack each other. But this is actually just going to be stopping HuK from getting back in time, as it looks like, oh, lots of blink stalkers here. And there's a lot of damage being done by both sides, and I don't actually know. It looks like these mutas may have to fall back, and they do. I actually think they could have won that battle, but maybe not. There's more there's more stalkers there. But there's so many mutas, and because of their bounce damage, it's so bad. Anyway, here comes Loki with his awesome defense plus speedling. So mass spine crawlers plus speedling, pretty good defense. And at the same time, going to be poking back in here. And there are a lot of stalkers, but they're being taken down very, very quickly. And it looks like HuK is going to be pushing in here, trying to do what damage he can. But there's just so many spine crawlers, mutas and links continuing to reinforce. And it looks like HuK is doing a good job of carving through that. But at what cost? His natural is totally been overrun. You can see he is losing so many probes at this point. It is 143 supply versus 81 supply, and HuK supply just plummeting. Nice blink there to do some additional damage, but these mutas are just going to be like, well, Lings, you just do whatever you want. We're going to go over here to the main and continuing to kill off stuff. There's the GG from HuK. So Loki, really, really well done. Just able to do a lot of harassment. My goodness. opening up. They both actually opened up this route right here, but Loki was like, well, the route's open so I can threaten attacks, but I'm just going to throw down 7 bajillion spine crawlers to persuade you not to attack there, and then what I'm going to do is attack with mutas up this way, attack with roaches and zerglings this way, take the gold, and look at this, even expanding again over here. So Loki was really on top of his game this match and deserves the victory, so well played by him. Congratulations, you took one off the Master Huck.